Hello guys and welcome back to the In-Depth Podcast. I am your host James Orr and I'm joined with my co-host today, Leo Anderson. How are you, Leo?
I'm good. I'm happy to be back again. 2 weeks. 2 weeks in a row.
No, actually, it's free, no?
3 weeks in a row, yeah.
3 weeks. I think it's 3 weeks. If it's not, then just butchered that. But obviously, last episode we have Bobby, which was kind of like a last minute thing.
Yep, he just kind of showed up out of nowhere, to be honest. A bit unexpected, but we're always happy to have a guest.
No, exactly. Hopefully we try to get more. No offense to Bobby, but try and get some more high-profile names.
You've kind of done him a bit dirty there, but
Sorry, Bobby. I love you lots. But that podcast is probably one of my favourites to make.
yeah.
Along with the one that we made, but we didn't manage to get out. But probably our best podcast so far.
Yeah,
But,
it's good laugh.
hopefully there'll be better to come. Not saying obviously the podcast was terrible, just saying we're at the start of our podcasting journey, and hopefully we can get better.
Yeah. So, how's your day been so far?
Been alright. Doing some college work and that. You can all this shabab. But it's good to have a wee bit of spare time coming here to a podcast. It's good to have you alongside me.
It's good. Hopefully go have a wee bit of a longer one as well today. Similar to probably last week.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully we can make it an hour of the best time.
Yeah, hopefully. I think we're going to aim to try get most of them around an hour, but
Yeah.
sometimes we've not got much time, so we have to cut it a bit short, maybe
Yeah.
half an hour-ish. But
Right, so Leo, our first topic is going to be the Euro qualifiers. Obviously, as we're recording this, like it was a weekend just passed. There's some spicy games going on.
yeah, it was a lot.
The first game, which is probably the most noticeable game, was the 14-0. France against Gibraltar.
The record.
The record in a European qualifying game.
Yeah.
That's horrible. Like, why would you play like your full strength team when you've already qualified and you're playing against Gibraltar, who are like a wee nation just off the coast of Spain? Why would you do that?
I know. Those Gibraltar players have families as well. They have families. They have families. They've got to go home to their wife and kids after getting beat 14-0.
Oh, I've just no, but that game, I was watching it. It was just, France were always on the press, always creating chances, and it was honestly, it was literally like just like, as one-sided of a game can possibly be. That was the game.
I seen Giroud. He scored in like the last minute. He went and done a big celebration. I'm like, come on.
No, mate. Or about Giroud's goal that he scored, and then he celebrated, and then he scored disallowed.
He did score a wee bicycle, to be fair to Giroud, but
Against Gibraltar Farmers.
no, come on, cut him some slack here, like.
I swear, like only like 2 of their players are actually pro.
Oh, come on. At least they've shown up, right?
Bro's got to show up to school day. They got the certificate. Thanks for playing us.
Did you see the Gibraltar keeper try swapping shots with Mbappe?
Can I get a shot?
Mbappe, who got 3 goals and 3 assists.
I was like, nah, get away.
Nah, I hope he actually gave him something.
Imagine.
Because you can't go home. You can't go home with nothing after getting beat 14.
Pumped 14 now.
You've got to give him something, like at least like give me socks or something.
Like, not even San Marino's been beat 14 now.
San Marino's been scoring goals as well.
2 goals.
It's good for San Marino.
To be fair,
Good for San Marino.
their game against Denmark was a close one.
I know.
Denmark could have dropped points to San Marino.
They at least scraped a draw. San Marino nearly scraped a draw to Denmark.
I know. But enough about the France-Gibraltar game.
I'll talk about another game. Bit strange circumstances.
Yeah.
So Ireland were playing Netherlands, and they actually had to lose the game to had a chance to qualify. Due to Greece being ahead of the Netherlands, right? So they needed the Netherlands to overtake Greece, because if Greece were in third, well, obviously some teams in third get to go into a European qualifier playoff, right? And Ireland are a higher ranked team in the Nations League than Greece. So they could have overtaken Greece. Well, there would have been lots of other games that would have needed to go their way as well. Like other teams above them. sort of losing games as well, but still, it's very bizarre needing to lose a game to have a chance to qualify.
No, I know. That's kind of like us, eh? Like, if we won the game against Norway and Georgia beat Spain, we'd be top of the group.
Yeah.
And we'd be in pot 2.
Yeah.
But
pot 1 if you top the group.
Pot 1, sorry,
Yeah.
aye. But I think we were probably better being in pot 3. Maybe not in pot 1, because pot 1 has like all like the best animations in it. But
yeah, no, I think we're better off being in pot 3 than pot 2.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Well, before we go to the Scotland-Norway game, the game that happened before that, I think it was actually in Georgia.
Yeah.
I think we drew 2-2, what was it?
Yeah, it was 2-2.
Yeah, it was Kvaratskhelia.
Yeah. He was
in a
very
double.
impressive, yeah.
But Georgia have like 2 good players, one being their goalie and one being obviously Kvaratskhelia.
I know. But you can't fault them for the efforts.
I don't like
That,
Georgia
nah,
in the
actually,
country, man.
I regret saying that, actually. You can fault them because I didn't watch the game because I was busy, but I seen some of the clips and the dirtiness, the time wasting, it was horrendous. Like, they were going down from anything. They were going down from a slight touch. It's horrendous.
I agree with what you're saying. Obviously, for us, Shankland got the last minute goal.
Yeah.
Well, end of the game goal. I think it was Armstrong, box, header.
Yeah.
Decent goal, but it just shows you that Shankland can score goals. Obviously, I'm not a big fan of Shankland.
Yeah,
but you can't fault him for scoring goals.
I know.
He's a striker at the end of the day and he does his job. I would really like to see him and Nisbet up top to see how they bounce off each other because they're kind of the similar kind of striker. I think Nisbet would run for you a bit more, but they're both like good goal scorers and I want to see how they would do up top together. But I don't think Steve Clarke would play a 2-striker formation.
No.
Because he has a good selection of centre mids. I
think he could do, but I think the tactics he used in these sort of couple games were pretty poor. He played a 4-2-3-1 in both of the games. I don't think a 4-back works for Scotland. I think you've got to play a 5-back.
But I think the only reason why I played a 4-back was because Tierney and Robertson were missing. I think it was. It would have been a 5-back.
Yeah.
But obviously, let's go to the Norway game then. There's positives and also negatives.
Yeah.
The positives are we can create chances against the big nations.
Yeah.
We can score goals. We can finish them. But the other side of the pitch, the defence and the goalkeeper, especially the goalkeeper, he is... I'm not even being biased at this point. Me and Bobby were talking about it the other day, that he's not good enough to play for Scotland. And he's, right now, Scotland's number 1. Yeah. That's so scary. We rely so much on Angus Gunn.
I know. But I also think if Gordon comes back, I think he's I wouldn't put him right back in the starting slot, but I think he's better than any other fit goalkeepers we have at the moment.
I just think that with Gordon coming back, his injury might just be a bit too much.
No, I'm not saying he should play. I just think put him in the squad.
I get that, but I just think, what did you say, like 41?
Yeah.
And he's coming back for like a year-long injury. Will he be as good as he was?
I think you should wait to see how he does for Hearts. If he's...
I don't know if he'll start though, because they might just play Clark.
I don't know. But his injury's been long awaited. They've kind of been...
Yeah.
Like, Hearts fans have been wanting him back for ages.
Gordon, he's had injuries all over his career. At Celtic, down in England, he had injuries.
Yeah.
Even at Hearts, he's now had a 1.5 year injury. He's an injury-prone goalkeeper, which is quite worrying because, say he does like come in the Scotland squad and plays really well, and we've got who else in the bench? Maybe Angus Gunn. I
don't think any other keepers are Scotland level.
Like who? What buddy? Robbie McCrory is the third choice goalie. He hasn't even played a game for the Rangers this season.
I know.
That is horrible. But enough about the goalkeepers.
Yeah, I want to say that I thought kind of the first half we were pretty poor that game. We sort of let Norway. We had a lot of gaps in the defence. I think that is a wee bit to do with the the full-back.
But the thing is, though, sorry for interrupting you, but
Yeah.
we didn't play our full strength full back line.
No,
Because if you wanted to play their full strength, you'd get rid of McKenna and put Porteous on.
I agree. But I also think part of them being able to break our defence down so easily was we're pressing individually. This is the first half I'm on about. We're pressing individually, not pressing as a unit. And I think you need to press as a unit for a press to work. I'm saying press a lot of times, but
It's true, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think. And I also think I love him. Greg Taylor shouldn't be in the Scotland squad. I mean, I don't think he should be in the Scotland squad, let alone starting.
I mean, he's not. It's just because Robbo and Tierney.
I know, but I still would have started Doidge over him because Oscar Bob for Man City, I thought he was getting past Greg Taylor way too easily. Same with the right back. I thought he was really good. Ryerson,
yeah,
plays for Dortmund. He was really good as well. But Greg Taylor certainly didn't help in that aspect.
No, I do get that. I agree. I think Josh Doig should have started over him. Obviously, he's the 21's captain.
Yeah.
And I think he should just be given a chance. But the thing is, we've got so many good fullbacks, like Robbo, Tierney, Doig, Patterson, Hendry, Hickey. I mean,
Yeah.
not Hendry. But I still think we should have played a 5-back. I still wish we should have played Clark in goals because nobody else could get enough. Obviously, if you're going to play Greg Taylor, like Greg Taylor, McKenna, Hendry, and Porteous on the right, because if say you play like Nathan Patterson right back, he can push up. Porto can cover in for the full-back role,
Yeah.
and make it a 4-back while we're attacking.
Yeah.
When we're defending, it could be 7. Because if you think about it, back 5, 2 DMs. And then you've got three up top waiting for the ball to go up. That's what Steve Kirk usually likes to play, but I think he was just trying something different.
Yeah, like
Because obviously the games don't matter.
McTominay and Callum McGregor could easily drop back if needed.
Yeah.
And just going on about Doidge again, him and Ferguson playing out of their skin in Italy.
Yeah,
they've been really good.
but I don't think the Italian league is respected enough, because if you look at it, even with England, right? I think it was a couple of years ago, like Tomori and Smalling and that were playing their amazing football in Italy, but didn't get called up to the England squad and fucking Harry Maguire.
I know, but if we a bit off topic, but if we look at the Champions League, right, there's no denying that Italy is a good league.
No, exactly.
But it's like a lot different from England, like the way they play.
Yeah, but a lot of national teams just don't respect the league.
Yeah.
Because they just don't play they might call up players from Italy, but they won't play them. I don't know why, because Josh Doig should have played and Lewis Ferguson I think should have played.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, to a point you're right. I think Italy as a league, I don't know why it's not as respected as it is, because if you look at the history of the league,
Exactly.
look at the 80s, like best league in the world.
Yeah, exactly. And literally last season, an Italian team made it to the final.
Final in all 3 competitions.
Exactly.
I know. Well, going on to the second half then, I thought we played better, getting the goal, early on from that's Armstrong, yeah. From Armstrong, he done really well.
To be fair, sorry, but when he hit it, I thought he was going to bend it top right, but he's went left. I was like, oh, what? But it was a goal. A goal's a goal.
He done well to navigate himself in that position as well, because he was sort of in the corner, sort of navigated himself to get a shooting opportunity. It was a 1-2 with, was it McGinn or something? I can't remember. He had a wee 1-2.
Yeah.
He got a shot off.
It was just to say the penalty spot, and he just smacked it bottom left.
Good finish. I thought that
it was poor marking for Norway though.
Yeah,
they were all in the 6-yard box.
No, it was poor marking, but it was good finish. But I thought we played better. I was talking about that press in the first half. I thought we pressed as a unit in the second half.
Yeah.
Thought put Norway under a lot of pressure. They were sort of struggling to cope with it at points, but we got unlucky. I thought that we deserved the win after that second half performance, but it wasn't to be. the hero El Yunusi, great player. But anyway, enough about that. Yeah, we just got a bit unlucky.
No, I know. I think from the start we should have started Shankland.
Yeah, I know. I don't get. I'll let you finish, but I was just gonna say I don't get why he can go and score, and then Jacob Brown gets a start. I don't think Jacob. I've not seen too much of him, but I don't. From what I've seen,
I think he plays for Luton, and he doesn't start.
I thought it was Stoke. No, yeah. From what I've seen of Jacob Brown, I don't think he. I don't think he's good enough, and I think Shankland, he deserves a wee chance.
Same. I don't like to say it, but I think he deserves to at least start a game that doesn't really mean anything.
I know.
We're already qualified. Just give him a chance.
Yeah, Shankland, I thought he came on too late as well. He came on with, 87th minute or something? Dykes got brought on before him.
Nah, no.
And I don't get why. Shankland must be frustrated.
I don't rate Dykes at all.
Near Dab, I don't think... Shankland must be frustrated because he's went and scored a goal. He's proved that he can score goals in the Scotland team with his goal. And he's not got anything for it. He's not been given any reward for it.
It's the same with Nisbet though. Mind when he scored a goal against Netherlands?
Yeah.
To draw.
Yeah, I do mind that.
And
yeah.
he didn't get any out of it. Nisbet and like Shankland and maybe Lewis Ferguson and all these players who are kind of underrated in my opinion for Scotland, they get like 10 minutes maximum.
Yeah.
And you need to give them more time to express themselves on the pitch, to warm in the game and maybe grab a goal. Shankland's lucky that he got that goal, but he should be given an opportunity then, surely. I
do rate Steve Clarke. I rate
yeah.
I rate that he's got the togetherness in the squad, but I do think that the sort of team that he puts out sometimes have wee bit questions to be asked about that.
But I don't know why fans are like, oh, Steve Clarke out. Like,
no.
He's been like our best national manager in a long time.
Past 20, 30 years.
Probably, aye. And, I really do rate Steve Clarke. And obviously, you can say that, his decision making at times is shite, which it is. But I feel like he was just tried something in the last two games because it didn't really mean anything. But I think when we actually do go into the Euros, he'll have his team, he'll play it. Hopefully, nobody gets injured, and hopefully we can grab a few results.
Yeah, I think the team is pretty clear. I think it'll be Gunn, Hickey right back, Porto right centre back. Then we'll have Hendry and Tierney. Then we'll have Robertson, and then I think Callum McGregor next to McTominay. Then McGinn will probably play ahead of them. And
I don't know.
I don't know. It depends.
I think they'll play a 5-2-3 and have like McGinn on the left, McTominay in the middle with Callum McGregor, and then have like Dykes up top or something.
He could go for McGinn up top again. Mind when he's done that. I thought that was quite good.
But I think it just shows you that we don't have any good strikers to play up top because Joe McGinn's playing up there.
Yeah.
But he could put McTominay up top because he does score goals for us.
Yeah.
But again, we don't really have much wingers either. We've got Christie who's good. That's about it. But obviously, players like Harvey Barnes and Anthony Gordon are linked to actually be hopefully coming to Scotland in the national team because I think it's Anthony Gordon's mum's side of the family is Scottish.
Yeah.
And Harvey Barnes' granddad is Scottish or something. It's shithousery, but honestly, I'll take it at this point. Because imagine like Harvey on the right, Anthony Gordon on the left. All we need is a striker and a goalkeeper, man.
If we get Anthony Gordon and Harvey Barnes, I'm telling you, we're winning the Euros. I'm telling you.
Come on.
No, but seriously, like I know a lot of the Scottish players, right, aren't even Scottish, right? But we'll take what we can get.
Right, let's end on this with the Euros. Turkey are doing well in their group, top of the group. With Croatia and that in them.
Yeah.
In it, sorry. And obviously they played a friendly the other day. Bet Germany 3-2. What are your thoughts on Turkey doing well this campaign?
Turkey, I feel like they could be one of those teams like you see Iceland in 2016.
England.
It reminds me a wee bit of them. Like, well, not as in, not that they're similar, right? But I'm just meaning as in, I could see them going on a wee run in the Euros.
Underdogs, yeah.
Yeah, I could see them being that sort of team, or like, yeah, I don't know. They just give me that kind of energy.
Yeah, Turkey could do well. If they finish top, wait, have they finished top, or they've still got a game to play?
Yeah, no, I think that's the group finished now. I'm not I think so.
Well, if it's finished, then they've topped their group and are in group pot 1, no?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So that's decent for them.
Yeah.
Hopefully they can go well, do well. Sorry, in the round 18s and that.
I think they're in pot 2 actually, due to their rankings. But yeah, but
still, it's decent. Yeah.
Aye.
Pot 2 is quite hard though.
I know.
But moving on to still Scotland, but it's going to be the Scottish Challenge Cup.
Yeah.
With Falkirk against Dundee United. Obviously, no really offence, but I didn't really watch the game. Leo put this in our notes, so you'll need to talk about this.
Nah, I just wanted to point out Falkirk, top of League One, looking strong, but beating Dundee United, top of the Championship, 4-2. You can't deny it's a very good result.
It is, to be fair, it is. But I've always said this, that Falkirk shouldn't be in League One. Every single season they just managed to bottle it. Like, last season is kind of understandable because Dunfermline were in League One. But this season they surely need to go up. Do you agree with me?
Yeah, I do agree.
Have to go up.
But there's also another 3 more games. There was Hamilton 1, Raith 4. There was the New Saints 4, Arbroath 1. Greenock Morton 0, Airdrie 0, winning on penalties.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about that one with Airdrie. It was a bit of a dramatic one, but Airdrie have made it through.
Yeah, obviously I can't comment on it because I've been watching it, but winning on penalties is always good. Obviously, the whole game you're nerve wracking, like, oh my god, we're going to penalties, but when you win it, it's the best feeling ever.
I know. Now, I want to move on to the SPFL fixtures that were on at the weekend. There wasn't a lot of fixtures due to the cup being played, the Challenge Cup.
Yeah.
But in League 2, there was Bonnevig Rose 0, Forfar 2, Clyde 0, East Fife 4, Dumbarton 1, Elgin 0, Spartans 1, Peterhead 2, and Stranraer 0, Steny 3.
Come on, Steny!
What was that, 'cause DJ?
I'm on a DJ.
No, but I think a big talking point is in that one is Clyde 0, East Fife 4.
Clyde are horrible.
Ian McCall's first game as well, after he got the sack from Partick Thistle. He's now the manager of Clyde. That was his first game.
Got beat 4-0.
Got beat 4-0 in his first game. And East Fife aren't even a great team this season as well.
Nah, they're honking.
I seen him as quite a good manager at Partick as well. I thought it was a bit harsh on him to get the sack. Thought he was a good servant to the club. But it's not looking good for them, sitting bottom of League 2. Could be a wee threat of relegation there.
Nah, they'll definitely get relegated, I think.
Yeah.
Clyde will always get relegated.
I'll be hard to say though, just because of the playoff. I don't think it's fair getting a second chance, but yeah.
They should just have an automatic relegation.
Yeah, they should. In League 1, Cove Rangers 3, Stirling Albion 1.
Woo!
Edinburgh City 3, Alloa Athletic 0, Queen of the South 1, and Kelty 3.
Come on, Kelty! Nah, obviously you're a fan of Kelty. But like, not like a fan, but you dabble in.
I follow Kelty.
You dabble in a bit of Kelty.
It's good to see Kelty doing well. I've kind of watched them since they were in the Lowland League, and it's been good to see them rise up. But the main talking point of that game wasn't the game itself.
Yeah.
It's the post-match interview. Marvin Bartley,
Keep on.
He spoke about his players. Yeah, someone who you know well.
Marvin Bartley, my goat.
Marvin Bartley. He spoke about his players. He said he asked his players about playing Xbox and PlayStation the day before games, and he found out that his players were spending 8 hours the day before games on playing Xbox or PlayStation, and he didn't seem to be very happy about that one. He said it ruined their concentration levels. What's your thoughts on that?
Why would you play games before a game?
I think it was the day before, I think.
Oh, a day before, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Like, if it's like a day before a match day, what?
But Marvin Bartley was claiming it ruins their concentration levels and ruins their focus on the game. What do you think about that?
No. If anything, it enhances it because you like, if you're playing like a game, you'd be focusing that, eh?
Yeah.
So surely when you're in a game, you'll be even more focused. Like just like, he's chatting a bunch of piss, man.
I can see where he comes from though, a wee bit, like in the sense that he's being strict on his players. He's being well disciplined.
Maybe if like their game starts at 12 and then they're playing a game at 11 o'clock, then I get that. But if it's the day before a match day, it shouldn't matter.
I'm not sure if it was the day before, the night before, whatever, right? But I think Marvin Bartley, I think he's trying to sort of discipline his players, sort of make sure that they're
active in that and no like sloppy.
Yeah, trying to make sure they probably prepare themselves best for a game. But I do also see
they're half of them are part time.
I know. I do also see the are they half time? I don't know. Are they full time still, or are they part time? Because they were in the championship.
Inverness?
No, Queen of the South.
They're where are they now? League One.
Yeah,
part time.
They
have to be because they'll cut costs.
Not every team does it though. Like,
but you
Falkirk's full time. Falkirk's full time.
Yeah, because they shouldn't be in League One.
I know, but they've been in there for what, 4 or 5 seasons. And in the championship, Dunfermline won, Inverness won. Duncan Ferguson still unbeaten as Inverness manager.
Yep.
Dunfermline, I know they're not great, are they? They're not great. Let's be honest. Nah. They're not great.
They're turning back into 2021, 22 Dunfermline.
Yeah.
No, the season bad.
The season they got relegated.
They're going to draw loads of games.
Yeah.
It's just the Dunfermline away.
Yeah.
But if they get draws and hopefully some nicks and wins, they could finish in a good playoff spot.
No, I don't think there'll be anything like the season they got relegated.
Nah.
But I still think they'll need to do well to make playoffs, to be honest. But you never know. You never know, because they're still... You never know with Dunfermline. You never know.
True.
So we'll just run over the tables, how things currently stand in League 2, League 1 and the Championship. So Stenhousemuir, top of the league, on level of points in Peterhead in League 2, and Clyde in bottom in League 1. Falkirk sit top, 3 points clear of Hamilton, and Edinburgh City bottom. And in the Championship, Dundee United still top, and Greenock Morton in the relegation zone.
Right, moving to international news. A footballer by the name of Endrick, a Brazilian 16-year-old, is looking to make his move from Palmeiras to Real Madrid.
Nice pronunciation.
Thanks.
Well, he's got his move. He got his move at undisclosed fee. It's probably a lot of money, let's be honest.
Like 50 mil or something.
Probably. But yeah, he's set to join Real Madrid on next summer.
Something like that, aye. But Real Madrid love their Brazilian ballers, eh?
Yeah, I think Endrick definitely is a baller. Just made his debut for Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
The youngest player to make his debut for Brazil since Ronaldo Nazario in 1994.
One of the goats.
I know.
Sorry, going a bit off topic, right? But I see if R9 never got injured, goat, undisputed goat, better than Messi, better than Ronaldo.
He was some player without injury. Imagine his work ethic.
Oh no!
Imagine
he's a fat man.
Imagine he had work ethic and he stayed out of injury.
That is
fat as well. That is a scary
oh,
player.
100%. Even like but even when he was injured, he was still rapid.
Yeah.
He was still like really fast.
Well,
But like when he was coming back from injury, he was still on it, still scoring goals.
yeah. Well, moving back on topic, Endrick. Endrick, yeah, he's been good for Palmeiras, very good recently. I'm pretty sure they're top of the league at the moment in Brazil, and he's looked very good. I think he does things just effortless. I've seen him play. Like, he just makes decisions in a split second, and he's just effortless. I'm sure he'll be a big player in the next few years.
Do you think that he could be a better player than Neymar?
It's tough to say.
Because Neymar's probably the best Brazilian in the modern era. So do you think he could be the next Neymar, if not better? The next Dino?
I've not seen, like, I want to see him play in La Liga first. I'll tell you at the end of next season.
Yeah, fair enough. Now, going to the Premier League, best league in the world. And what I'm about to talk about is quite controversial, because if you look at it, right, I think, well, let me get what I'm talking about first. Everton getting the 10-point deduction for breaking FFP.
Yep.
Do you think it's deserved for one FFP breach?
Well, I think they've made. I had a reread at it. I think they've made constant losses the last 5 seasons, and obviously they're building a big, huge stadium, so that's not going to help with the finances, is it? So yeah, I think it probably is justified, but it's strange that they've got the point deduction. Their point deductions happened, but Man City still not had a point deduction for over 100 alleged breaches.
It was 115 alleged breaches. If you think about it, if they today get 10 points deducted for every single FFP breach, that's 1,150 points deducted. That's enough points to take them to the national South League, I think it is, or whatever it is. But that's crazy that they can do it 115 times. Obviously, I'm like, my team in England is Liverpool. I don't think Everton deserved that at all. But I just think that the FA want to make an example out of Everton. You know what I'm saying? Like, say, oh, don't do this because we'll do this to you. But then Man City, as you said, 115 FFP breaches and not even one. They just don't bat an eye to it.
To be fair to Man City, I think it's still under investigation. But
yeah, but it will never come up though, because they hide it so well.
But I think thing about the Everton thing, it could be a sign of Man City getting punishment. The fact that they've punished Everton, I think, because Everton's been under investigation for years. Man City, it's kind of recent news because, what was it, January this year or something? It sort of came out about them.
Yeah, but no, but it was since 2017 to now. That's 6 years.
What, that they've Man City?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Everton one's been going on for ages as well, though.
But still,
Man City have got to get punished for that.
About the alleged 115 breaches. They should investigate it harder, go into it, because they shouldn't be winning these Champions Leagues, these leagues, these Carabao Cups, the FA Cups. They can't be winning them if they've literally like bought everything. You know what I'm saying? Because who was their manager when they won the league with Aguero? The Battle Aguero.
What?
You can hear my man about?
Yeah.
The small boy with the grey hair. They paid him £1 million to keep his mouth shut. That's what he done. What Man City done?
Yeah, Mancini.
Aye, Mancini. Aye. You can't be doing that and no acting sus.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? But aye. Moving on.
So James, I've got a wee bit of something different here. I've brought it up as a topic because I just wanted to go on a bit. I just wanted to say, because I'm really impressed with myself, right? Elgin City, right? What new FM 24 Football Manager 24 game?
Yeah,
came out recently. I've been playing it quite a bit. Elgin City done a managerial masterclass with them. Got them all the way to League One first season. What's your thoughts on that? You've got to be impressed with that, surely.
Fair enough. Did you top it?
Nah. Playoffs.
I came out as first season. Who'd you sign?
Who'd I sign?
About that Japanese boy you told me about.
Right, that was in the second season.
Oh, right, okay.
So after I won the league, right? Sorry. After I got promoted, I went on a big scouting mission.
Bro,
Right.
travelled the world.
Right, found is it Yasushito Endo.
What a name.
Played 150 games for Japan legend. Went and signed him on a free. It was on like 800 quid a week, right? Bit steep for Elgin City. This is Elgin City, we're on about second bottom of League 2
You
at the
got to
moment.
splash
I feel
the
like.
cash.
But yeah, we've got to splash the cash. So,
Weekly though, that's mental. Because you're still a part-time club on the game, eh?
yeah, but come on, you've got to give me credit. I was trying to go straight to the championship. I didn't work very well. Finished fifth in my second season.
That's no bad actually.
No, is it
In League One?
sixth in League One? I was kind of up there, but I went off form a wee bit. Pretty much my whole tactic: get a bunch of loans in.
Go for DJ next. Anyway,
there's not a lot.
going off the top.
No. Let me finish. But there's not a lot. Elgin City's probably not the most attractive club for the big players I'm looking for to get me promoted to the championship.
Yeah, definitely not. Right.
But yeah, I finished that season. No, sorry.
Right,
Yeah,
let's
you go.
Finally, he stopped chatting about his FM 24 save with Elgin taking on
Shut up,
the
mate.
League One. Anyway, we'll go into a more serious note, and obviously the news in the past few weeks. Luis Diaz's dad was in captivity
Yeah.
in Colombia, which is always sad news to hear. Obviously, games for Liverpool, he was wearing a shirt for his dad.
Yeah.
But thankfully, he's been released out of captivity, and he went to the Brazil game, where obviously when Luis Diaz was playing, and he scored a brace.
I know.
That's lovely.
That's really emotional. You seen his dad. You seen the scenes of his dad in the crowd as well. He was in tears. It's really emotional. Because his dad's obviously been through a lot.
Yeah.
As well, and I think his family's coming to Liverpool for Christmas. I think Liverpool is organising his family to stay for Christmas, which is a nice gesture as well.
It's always lovely to see clubs do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, doing it after he's been released, it's just a nice gesture from a football club,
Yeah.
and hopefully it doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
There's a couple good games on. Is it this weekend? Friday and this weekend?
Yep.
One in Scotland will do, and it's the Fife Derby.
But it's like the game that you need Kevin Dabrowski to score, and I will give you 50 quid.
Yeah,
I think you give me 50 quid if he doesn't score.
that is not a good deal.
I think it's fair.
I'll give you 1p if it doesn't score.
Give me 50 quid if Sam Stanton scores.
No, that is not the same. Dabrowski and Sam one's a centre mid and one's a goalkeeper. Alright, let's up a stakes. If Sam scores, I'll give you 25 quid. If Dabrowski scores, give me 100.
Alright. Shake on it.
After careful consideration, I have rejected the offer.
Oh, boo.
I'm not giving you 25 quid if a midfielder scores. Probably will, because Sam Stanton owns. Shut up. Right, I'm not giving you 25 quid if Sam Stanton scores, because Sam literally owns the powers.
You literally are a Rafe Rovers fan.
I am being truthful. The last two games, powers have lost. It's because of Sam Stanton scoring. Right, obviously we just talked about the derby there.
No,
No.
We talked about Kevin Dabrowski.
So, Fife derby. Who wins that?
Rafe wins. Like,
Oh, you're such a Rafe fan.
mate, let's be honest, Rafe wins.
Rafe wins.
Anyone could admit that.
Rafe wins 2-1.
If Rafe doesn't win,
I think
I will be shocked.
it'll be a Dabrowski header from the box, and then Dick with a sitting goal, and then I think it'll be like Lewis McCann with Dunfermline's goal. 2-1.
I'll go. I think it'll be close. I think 2-1's fair. I'll go 3-1.
3-1.
I know it's at East End, but
Nah, I just don't think there'll be a lot of goals at East End Park. Three's a wee bit.
nah,
of goals,
yeah.
but
To be fair, yeah, you're probably right. There might not be a lot of goals, but I'm still gonna say 3-1.
fair enough. Right, taking a trip down to England. Man City versus Arsenal on the Saturday. Who do you think scores, and obviously who do you think wins that game?
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna say 2-0 Man City. I'm gonna think that Haaland's gonna score, and who else? You know what? I'm gonna go safe bet. I'm gonna go Haaland brace.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Arsenal.
Ooh,
I'm gonna go with Haaland scores in the first 20 minutes. They play off. I think Declan Rice is going to score in the 81st minute, and then it'll just be both teams high press. David Raya gets the ball, punts it up to Martinelli on the right, top right. Yes! Scenes for Arsenal.
well, now he's an Arsenal fan as well.
Shut up.
Right, well, no, but I think Arsenal, right, they're in a bit of a bizarre situation where Ramsdale not being selected anymore.
No.
Seems like he's almost been left out. Do you see what he said in the podcast about
Yeah.
talking to the fans in the middle of the game and that? I think that might have started it all, but you can't really tell. I'm not really sure.
I don't know why he doesn't play, because he's much better than David Raya, in my opinion.
Yeah,
He's just, David Raya, he's a good goalkeeper, it's just he's very inconsistent and very shaky at the back.
I think Arsenal's got two starting centre half. No, sorry.
Sit-ups.
No, I think Arsenal's got two starting goalkeepers though, which I think I don't think David Raya should be on the bench. Like I do think Ramsdale should start for Arsenal, but I don't think Raya is. I don't think the right team for him is at Arsenal, because I think he should be getting a game.
No,
Whatever
100%. I think Ramsdale should start. But where does Raya go there? He spent like 40 million or something on him,
I know.
and they just.
40 million down the. No, not down the drain, because he's starting to make.
I just feel like Ramsdale is a better goalie overall, because he's good with his feet, good with his hands, can catch a ball, good reflexes. Only thing he does do is make camera saves, but it's good, it's good for the camera, eh? So there must be something going on with him and Arteta. Must be something like bad blood or something again, but surely you would let him go, right?
Yeah, surely. And we've got a game on Sunday. Got Juve v Inter Milan, top of Serie A clash. First and second currently. Juve have had a bit of a turnaround because they've had a lot of point deductions. They've had loads of point deductions, and it's they're up there competing for the league again. Bit of a turnaround.
Yeah, Juventus. After getting that point deduction, as you said, are up there again. Do you think they'll win the league in the next 2 or 3 years?
Serie A is a bit of a strange league.
Yeah, it is.
Because look at Napoli. Napoli is not going to win the league this season. They've fallen down a bit, but last season they were unstoppable.
Comfortably winning the league, yeah.
I know, so Serie A, it's hard to predict, but
It's a good league. I don't know why folk sleep on it.
really, it's entertaining. Like,
Yeah,
you could say what you want about the being,
style of the football they play.
yeah, you can say what you want about that, but it's entertaining football. Like, it's
100%.
can't deny.
Right, so Juventus into Milan. What are your score predictions and who scores for these teams?
I'm not too familiar, to be honest, with the actual teams. I could probably name a couple players, but I honestly don't have a clue, to be honest. I'm just gonna say, I think Juve's got a good team spirit at the moment. I'm gonna go Juve to win the game. Who knows about score? 1-0. 1-0 Juve.
Respectable. I think Inter Milan will win 3-1. I just think Inter Milan right now are a better club at the moment. Obviously, they won the Champions League final last year. I think they could cause an upset, would you say, if they won?
I wouldn't say an upset.
Yeah. But I think hopefully Martinez gets a brace, gives him more confidence, and be a better player overall.
Yeah.
Right, moving to France. Obviously going down to France now with Lyon. Obviously having a really good run in the Champions League a few years ago to now being bottom of League One. League 1, as you would say. Due to not making any profits for players, which is really bad.
Yeah.
Because obviously if you're buying players for 20, 30 million and just not making a profit, letting them go on freeze or selling them for 10, 20 million, you're losing a profit. And even that, what's worse is that the club is run really poorly in their financial department. What are your thoughts on Leon?
Yeah, I think if you bring players in for big money, you've got to make profit on them. To run as a business and a club, I think you've got to make profit, and they've been letting loads of players go on freeze. When you look at the team that they went on the Champions League run with, they've got, what, 1 or 2 players that are still there? The rest of all went for either really low sums or went on freeze, and that's not smart financially.
No, that is true. And going back to what you were saying is, like, you can't spend big money on big players. Not even big players, but if you're going to do that, you have to be 110% sure that they're either you're going to make a profit or they're going to perform for you day in, day out.
Yeah.
Because if they don't do that, then they've just not lived up to their hype. But if you buy a player for 20, 30 million and they play amazingly and they get you up, their value will go up. So if you get an offer for 60 million, you sell them. Easy 30 million profit. But obviously, the club probably won't get that much money. But
Well, there's definitely a lot of teams out there. There's a lot of players out there that are sort of hidden gems that you could sort of buy for low fees and sort of sell for high money. And I just think that you need to be scouting these sort of unique areas, sort of going in Asia, South America, these sort of unique and unique to Europe anyway. These sort of different continents. Because that's where the sort of money can be made.
yeah, that's true. Going back to Leon for a second, they've got a few good youngsters. One of them being Ryan Cherky, who's like, I think he's 18, 19 now, and he's a starter for them, and he's really good. So I think he's worth like about 20 million right now. If they can get him like up in value and they sell him, maybe they can maybe get back on the right track.
The only problem is keeping him.
That is true. But obviously, again, going back to what you were saying, maybe going to Asia and like these continents and that. Obviously, everything I say goes back to Scottish football, but going back to Scottish football and Celtic,
Yeah,
half their team's from Asia.
I know.
Like Japan, you've got a South Korea boy.
Got O and Yang. They're both South Korean.
And then even in like South America, you've got Luis Palma.
Yeah.
For Honduras. Like it's not just all people for the UK or like even Europe at that matter. Obviously your captain's Scottish because Cal McGregor. He's been at a club his whole life, but it's good to see some diversity.
I know. And I think our club, Celtic, as a whole, we've got players that we could sell for huge profit. If you look at one I pointed out last week, Palmer. What was that? 3.5 million, I think. 4 million. Like he could go for loads. Same with Matt O'Reilly. I hopefully he could stay in the next few years, but I think when he eventually does go, I think it'll break our transfer record. He's a young player. He's got bags of potential and he's already great. So
I just feel like when teams from like England and that try and buy from clubs in Scotland, they really undervalue our players. You know what I'm saying? I mind when John McGinn went to Aston Villa, it was only like £2.2 million we got for him. Now he's worth like £70 million. But obviously, if he does go, we get like a 7.5% sell-on clause. So they mean my money. Well, anyway,
you have a look at the academies as well. They're snapping up a lot of the academy players. Bobby said last week that it's good that the Scottish players being developed in England, but it's also not great for the Scottish clubs that are having their players snapped up.
But the thing is, though, if you have a young player who's worth like 500k, 600k, it's money. You know what I'm saying? It's money.
I know, but
like a team
you could make a lot more profit off that in the future.
But you don't want to risk it though. Teams like that, teams like Ross County, even teams in the Championship, don't want to risk bringing up a player and then be horrible, and then their value goes all the way down. So they want to make a quick buck while they can, which is quite sad because obviously, as Bobby said last week, the Scottish grassroots football is horrible.
Nice, yeah.
Obviously, again, as Bobby said, letting them go down south, getting a bit of experience and actually playing is beneficial to them. But obviously, as you said, Scottish clubs don't really get any benefit from that.
I feel like those sort of young players, though, you've got to be patient with them. You've got to let them develop. Obviously, I know the grassroots aren't the best in Scotland, but we have still seen some good players develop from Scottish grassroots and go on to be really good players.
Right, guys, that'll do it for today's podcast. It was really good having Leo next to me doing this podcast.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Always a pleasure filming these podcasts with you, and hopefully we'll get some guests on in the future.
Yep, hopefully.
Right, guys, thanks for watching.